Thank you so much for that, Elizabeth, as well as thank you, Victor, for that, too. We're joined by the IGL of NRG, Ethan, after the victory against MIBR. Excuse me, words are hard. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, well, you heard the question there. I actually want to pitch that over to you. You're the IGL. You're the kind of the tone setter for this team, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So I guess, you know, what does NRG... What was the question again? It was like, what is NRG doing well right at this moment, right? And what do you feel that currently is?
Yeah, I think we're doing a lot well. I think as a team, we're getting there every day. I think every day we're improving as a team, which is really good.
How's it been working with the guys?
It's nice. It's good. It was a rough start, obviously. Kickoff didn't go so well. Mm-hmm. But, no, everyone, professional-wise, is kind of like the best you could ask for.
Is that kind of the vibe of the team? It's like more of the, you know, like we're going to give the constructive criticism. It's going to be a little harsh, but everything's going to be like very clear and concise.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been playing for so long, except Demon 1, I guess. Yeah. So everyone knows how to be a good teammate, which is the most important thing on a team. So, yeah, that's definitely the best thing about the team.
That's awesome.
I want to ask, after that Lev match, you described it in your pregame interview as the worst game the majority of your players have ever played, and that happens sometimes. Yeah. What was the process with the team? What were you talking about? What were you focusing on leading up to now this second match to improve and turn things around? Yeah,
because of Super Week, we only had one day, right? So there was definitely, luckily it was a short game, both matches, 13-4, 13-4 or something like that. So not many rounds to go over and fix, but the obvious issues, they were small. They were small, and we just messed up the simple things that game. And, you know, we brushed up on it yesterday, and that's all we could really do.
Yeah, I feel like, kind of to pivot a little bit, you've always been a really big voice in all the teams you've played in, previous games as well. But now you're in this IGL role, so I want to know how you feel about it, and if you feel like your team is supporting you in that role, and who else are the voices in that team? Because you guys are all veterans, right?
Yeah, for sure. As for the help, everyone does it. Everyone's extremely helpful. Like I said, everyone's been playing the game for so long.
Yeah.
They know what they want, and they voice that to me, which is obviously very helpful. As a new IGL, and just as an IGL in general, getting a lot of voices and ideas too, because we're not perfect, so we don't know what to call every single round. That's just not realistic.
Sure.
And so, you know, they're very helpful. It's been good.
How does the energy of this team differ from EG, your previous roster, you won champions with? Those guys, it was a lot of rookies, a lot of players who it was kind of their first big roster of that level, compared to NRG, where the majority of these guys have been there before, yourself included.
Yeah, it's definitely more of like, I mean, it's still very early compared to last year. We were together for a decent amount of time, but since I've been on the team, I just describe it as professional. I think, like you said, it is a lot of people that have been playing for a long time, a lot of vets. And it's very easy to like bounce ideas around everybody, and also improve too, because everyone, there's no cutting corners with this team. You know, it's all very direct, which is good.
Individually, though, I want to talk about the Yoru, just because, bro, you were cooking out there. It was beautiful to watch some of those plays. How's it feel for you to just be able to have that freedom on an agent that you conventionally would not have played previously? Because it's actually pretty awesome to see you put that to task like that.
It's definitely the most fun agent in the game, maybe apart from, you know, jet mains having their fun. But, no, it's very fun to call on. Yeah. Because otherwise, if someone else played on it, there's just so many micro timings and just things you have to think about. So me having to play it and being able to call on my own timings is best case scenario. And obviously, I'm very comfortable on it.
Yeah. How does calling on that agent differ from when you were playing KO and Bruce?
There's definitely more possibilities for, like, just misdirection, I'd say, because he can't be everywhere at once, right? With teleports across the map, clones, and all that. KO is a little more like direct, I'd say.
Sure.
So, I mean, calling on either is fine.
Yeah, okay, fair. All right, well, seems like our community has more that they want to contribute to the discourse. So this Twitch chat question comes from Mint IE. Do you believe that Demon 1's raise is better than Victor's raise? You can, of course, shut that down right away.
No, I mean, I'll give it to Max. He puts a lot of work in.
I believe
I mean, as someone who has, you know, only played Jet and maybe like Chamber and a couple other agents for as long as they've been playing the game, compared to a Raze that's been playing Raze for,
of course,
4 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be the small things are going to be better at, but no, he's definitely picked up the challenge very well, and he's a quick learner, so it's been going well.
Yeah.
That's good. I know you mentioned a little bit about small mistakes being like the big reason why you had that lost. I was gonna ask if there was a big conversation. What was the biggest thing that you guys feel like you had to fix in order to come back from that? And as well as individually, like, do you feel like there was anything that you definitely did better?
Yeah, I mean, both games ended so fast. We got owned on all of our attack sides. So defense, we couldn't really tell if there was anything wrong because we didn't really get to that point. But everything on attack, there was a couple like glaring issues that were luckily very easy to fix in one day. And that's just what we did. We just fixed very simple mistakes. So it was pretty easy.
And I think with this group of individuals, right? It's like, as you mentioned, it should be like when you have those smallest mistakes, you should just be able to chop that off right away, right? And I think that showed in the results today. I'm looking forward, of course, seeing to what is to come. It's been a long day. All right, well, let's go and see what we have in our current standings right now with the NRG win and the EG victory, which was that was something. So NRG managed to fight their way all the way up to second place in the standings. Meanwhile, EG with that one win find themselves in third at 1-3. That is, of course, the team that you are going to be playing next week. Real quick, just want to get your thoughts on that match. I'm assuming you haven't really seen much of the game since you were prepping for this one, but any like just initial thoughts when you saw the score line? Like, holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, we watched both games completely.
Oh, you did? Okay.
They just have it waiting in the back. So we're all watching the games. Just as a viewer, I mean, they look, when one person pops off, especially Jaw, they look very scary. And, as a team, I know what Potter can do. I know what she likes to do with, newer talent, basically that whole team. And no, they look good when people pop off for sure. Yeah,
I mean, this was a wild day for sure, but it was an exciting one without a doubt, though. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have coming up tomorrow for our final day of Super Week. We got an explosion effect added. Whenever I say Super Week, we get an explosion. Look, you want to say it? You want to try it? You want to try it?
Super Week.
It's a freaking superpower, man. It's incredible. All right, well, we got G2 versus Leviathan, and then it's going to be Kruvisa taking on Loud. Will be our final 2 games of the week. That is, in fact, quite super. We are going to have some pretty excellent games here. I'm looking forward to that one. But, Ethan, thank you so much for your time, brother. Appreciate you as always. Get some rest, well-deserved rest after the gauntlet that you guys had to go through these last few days. But, hey, that's what, I guess what they say, that the pressure is what creates diamonds, right?
Yes, sir.
You've already been there before, so who knows, man? Hey, always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Thank you so much, as always, to the rest of our crew. But that's going to do it for us here today. Don't worry, though. As we mentioned, there's plenty more Valorant right around the corner, and you don't want to miss it. We'll see you mañana. Thank you so much for joining us. Catch you then. Peace.
Thanks very much, Ethan.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, brother. Thank you. The best day of my freaking life.
Absolute cinema.
One enemy remaining. One enemy. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I can feel it and sense it out. Sassy, burn to a crisp.
Okay. Tricky one, little bit of a curveball. Person signed to Sentinels, born on February 18th, 1996. You want a lifeline?
Yes.
You want a lifeline? He's watching right now.
Oh, my streamer, Tarek. Let's go! And all of this comes down to one. Derek, Santi with the defuse. Have on it!
left. One enemy
Bang, baby! A lot more doable. Please the gate crashes while the crashes will be waiting. And RTL Meister falls.
Absolute cinema.